Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. So, like I tried to do on, I think that was Wednesday, the live opening of, we're going to do our live opening of our Club Couture. Club Couture is similar to like a monthly subscription. It's a exclusive transfer once a month that gets mailed to your house, as well as you get 3 accommodating pastes. The independent designers for Chalk Couture also get that Club Couture transfer. That is the only way that you're able to purchase or receive that transfer. Now, as a designer, I don't get the sample paste, but I happen to have the sample colors that come with it. So, orange peel, as well as we have bumblebee, and we also have couture teal. So, we're going to open this up, and I'm going to show you just a little bit of a demonstration. So, since this month is also the month of the catalog release, as a independent designer, I also get a new fresh catalog. Oh, it's so pretty. So this one is going to be for my make and takes. I'm also, now you can actually purchase a pack, like a bundle pack of these. So for my Club Couture members, I'm actually going to be sending you a copy of the catalog so you can peruse through it as well. So put that to the side. And then this is the envelope that typically gets mailed to your house. It tells your post office, do not bend. So I'm going to open this up. So, not sure if all of you watching have the day off or if you're perusing through and watching the replay, but either way, thank you for watching. So this month's Club Couture transfer is the very beautiful Here Comes the Sun. So surf and sand, and like I said, the Club Couture, it's a monthly subscription. It's $19.99 a month, and it includes free shipping. So you get the transfer and you get the little sample paste. So it comes similar to this. So you'd get the 3 colors that best accommodate this transfer. So we're going to open this up. All right. And then since this one is a layered transfer, you're actually going to see the placement dots. So it's actually going to give you the instructions. So you would do the sun first, let that dry, and then layer on the Here Comes the Sun. So, and as always, it's got that new transfer smell. So I'm going to break out my transfer trimmers and just separate these so that I can set them aside. Okay. And then it also comes with the little words at the top, surf and sand. So I haven't decided where I'm going to put that one yet, but nonetheless, we'll put that on there. So with the Club Couture, you get as I said, the exclusive transfer. This transfer you cannot purchase on my Chalk site. You can't go on to any other Chalk site. This is strictly for designers and Club Couture members. You are able to actually, if you are not a Club Couture member, you are able to sign up. I can include the link in the comment section of this video. And you're able to sign up, and you're actually able to purchase this month's Club Couture transfer. So we're actually going to be doing this transfer on a couple of different surfaces. So since this Club Couture does not come with a surface, you're able to buy surfaces as well as, I'm going to do one on just a basic chalkboard. This I actually bought at the dollar store, and so it's actually double-sided, and it's good for things like this where it's just a demo, or you want to add to it a little bit. I actually have some of them off to the side on my craft table to test out like colors and different flowers. So I'm gonna angle you down so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so we have our 3 colors. Now for the sun, we're going to do that one first and make sure that it fits. Yep, perfect. All right, everything's going to fit. So I'm going to peel away the transfer from the backer. And since it is brand new, just out of the box, we're definitely going to fuzz. The technical term. So you're actually adding a little bit of fuzz to the back of it so that it's not super sticky. You can use a fuzzing cloth, which is what I'm using, which is super fuzzy at the moment, or you can simply just fuzz it on your clothing. Either way. And then when you wash the transfer, the fuzz will actually come off. So we're going to line this up and then make sure that I can get to my placement dots. Grab a couple of squeegees. So with this one, with this Club Couture transfer, they suggest using the 3 colors that I described, the Bumblebee, the Orange Peel, and the Couture Teal. So the Couture Teal I'm going to actually save for the words on top. So I'm going to do the Bumblebee for the sun, and then the Orange Peel for the sun rays, as we'll call them at the bottom. So I'm going to open up both of these. I have them ready. And then you can either use your squeegee to squeegee on the paste, or you can use what I lovingly refer to as my little tool, my stir stick. So the stir stick is great for stirring up the paste, as well as for, if there's some little details that you want to get to that you don't want to, you don't want to dip your squeegee in because you have extra paste on there or a different color. That way you don't contaminate the colors. So you can either squeegee it on or just drop a little bit with the stir stick. So we're going to do the orange peel first. And you're literally just squeegeeing on, making sure that the little sections of the transfer, the silk screen, that's actually where the color is going to be left. You're going to see that come through. So you really don't need to use a lot. That's why I love that they include the paste with the Club Couture. Thankfully, I had these colors. I double checked before I went live. So I'm going to squeegee off the remaining, the extra. I'm going to put the squeegee with the yellow off to the side, and then, so now we're going to do the Bumblebee. So we're going to do the sun. Alright. And this is going to show up especially great on the back of a chalkboard because it's such a contrasting color with the yellow and the orange. So I'm going to make sure everything is squeegeed and cleaned up. Alright. And then now that we're good, we're going to do the, one thing I almost forgot. So the transfer, the placement markers up at the top as I described. So it's just going to leave a little mark that way I can line up with the mark on the transfer for the layer. So, all right, peel. And you'll be able to see, beautiful. And there we are. So now, I do want to reuse this one, so I'm going to put it in my water so that it can soak a little bit while I clean up this little area. Just move this stuff to the side. So in order to clean these, you're actually going to, it's just simple, it's water and, it's a little miscolored at the moment because they're reusable as well. So the board eraser. The board eraser comes in packs of 2. So board eraser. And you just massage the paste off of the transfer. You just want to make sure that the paste is out of the silk screen. Now with some of the brighter colors like the yellow, it does sometimes tend to tint your transfer. The green might look a little greener, if you will, with the yellow, but that's completely fine. Like that's just the outer area. As long as the paste is not dried in the silk screen, you're completely fine to reuse you know, rewash and reuse them time and time again. You know, the example that they always give is that, you know, these transfers can be used up to 12 times when they're cleaned and maintained. I have some transfers that I've used 30 times. I have some that I had to, you know, replace after 20. So it just depends on the transfer and how much you use and love and also take care of. So as you can see, my water's a little yellow now because of all the color, and voila, it's all clean. So now I'm just going to lay that down on the other side of the fuzzing cloth, because that's actually the other dual purpose of the fuzzing cloth. You're able to actually dry your transfers at the same time that you're fuzzing. So I'm going to use a little bit of the water, and so on chalkboards, on non-porous surfaces, you can actually simply wipe off any imperfections, any extras that you want. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit because it is a little moist at the moment. I know some people hate that word. I just think it's funny. So the next one we're actually going to do is we're going to do the same transfer on a chalk couture surface. So this is the box frame. So with this one, you can actually chalk inside here. It's wooden, or some people actually chalk on the back. Some people do both. It's entirely your choice. The other surface that I was thinking about using is the pallet board. This is another wooden surface, and it's got a little bit of a support system on the back. I've seen people chalk on the back. It's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to what transfer you're using. So let me see if we can dry this off a little bit and then reuse it. Perfect. All right. So a little chalkboard, we're going to put off to the side. Put that right there. And then we're going to grab our box frame and just same thing, line it up. Now with this one, with the placement markers, you just have to use a little bit of finesse. So what I mean with that is we're not going to chalk over the placement markers and leave them. So similar to this one, I will actually be able to erase it afterwards. Just hit it with a little bit of water, a little bit of love. But with this one, this would actually soak it in. So we're going to use our placement tape, and we're going to make fake markers. So let me get that handy. Just going to put it off to the side at the moment. Grab my transfer, line it up where I want it. All right, so I'm going to do it backwards. So we have our sun, our rays. So now where the placement marker will be, I'm actually going to put the placement tape on the surface. So you can actually see that it will chalk onto that placement tape. That way it's not messing up anything on the board for me. There we go. Perfect. And then same thing, you just want to squeegee out any extra bubbles. Make sure it's a tight seal. And for those of you who are just joining us, we're actually doing I did a live opening of our July Club Couture. This is the exclusive transfer for Club Couture members as well as for designers. So the Club Couture members, you actually get 3 pastes that coordinate with the design. So for this one, it's actually the orange peel, the bumblebee yellow, as well as the couture teal. So we're gonna, I see a little bit more bubbles, so we're gonna squeegee that out. So now we're gonna do the orange peel again, down the bottom. You just wanna make sure that all of the little white that you can see through the silk screen is covered. And usually I have a bit more paste on my squeegee, but if you, just like now, don't have enough on there, you can always just grab some more. It's fine. And the Club Couture samples that they give you, they're little sample pastes. They come in about this size. And they're the coordinating colors. this is enough paste for, I'd say, 2, if not 3 times with that transfer. They give you a decent amount, definitely. So now we're going to be adding on our bumblebee yellow. Brightening up that sun. Wish it would do that today. It's a little cloudy out today. Alright. Okay. I just realized I'm holding it. Maybe that's why it's a little off for me. So we're going to get that little line. There we go. Alright, now since we covered over our placement markers with the placement tape underneath, we can actually still cover them over. So we're going to peel up our transfer, and with this one, since it's a box frame, it's a little weird to get my fingers in there, so I'm actually going to use the stir stick to help me. So I'm going to peel it on up. Alright, there we go. Well, we got one transfer dot, or placement dot, but so far so good. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick cleaning on this one. Let that dry, as well as the chalkboard should be drying at this point. Better be dry. I mean, this chalk paste dries very, very quickly. Especially some colors. You know, if you find that your paste is drying a bit quicker than you need it to, honestly, I just give it a little bit of water. You know, just squirt a little bit of water onto the color, swirl it around a little bit, and just make sure that it's not drying in the transfer and it's not drying too fast for you before you start with the next one. So while this one's drying, we're going to grab our chalkboard back. Alright, and my hands are a little wet, so we should be good. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to clean up the orange and the yellow because I don't need them at the moment. Get out my Couture teal. Now some of these, when you open them, if they look a little soupy, a little lumpy, it's completely fine. Just needs a little bit of more stirring. If they look dry, you can absolutely add more water. I mean, it's chalk-based paste. You can definitely add more water. So we should be good with that. So we're going to peel off our backer for the Here Comes the Sun. Fuzz it on our fuzz cloth. Alright, keep it extra fuzzy because it feels extra sticky. Give it a little bit more. Alright, so now, since this is a layered one, we do run the risk of peeling up the other color, which is fine. It actually makes it more of a rustic look. Since this one, it looks a little still wet in the middle, I'm actually going to hit it with the hairdryer, just an extra precaution, just to dry it off. So I'm sorry if this is loud. I'll try to do this over here. Should be good. Yep, we're dry. So now we're going to grab our top layer, and again, we're going to line up those little placement markers. Line them up on the board. All right. So now I'm not going to seal that too much because I don't want to seal it and have it stick to the other colors and pull that up. So with this one, we're just going to same thing as all the other ones. We're just going to keep on squeegee that color on in. I love this color. It's so fun and bright. That's the fun thing. Couture gives you the option. You can use whatever color you want. Whatever color makes you happiest. And I tend to gravitate towards the brighter colors. Alright, completely covered. We're good. And now we're going to do our peel to reveal. Oh, we peeled off a little bit of the yellow, but that's okay. Nice. It actually still looks pretty cool. And here you are. Here comes the sun. Now I'm going to reuse this one, so I'm going to do a quick cleaning so I can use it on my box frame surface. So clean off the teal. It's hard to tell with the water being so yellow. Yep, we're looking good. All right. And sometimes you see that, the little paste will get stuck on the back. That's fine. Just hit it with the same border eraser. And then just squeeze it on out. Alright. So while that one's drying, I'm gonna put my sun and sun rays back because, like I said, they're reusable. That's the best part about this. This can be reused up to 20, 30 times. It depends on how well, the transfer holds up with the surface that I'm using, as well as, how well I take care of it. So you just put it back on the placement on the backer sheet and that's it. Maybe get some of the extra chalk paste that I left on there off, but that's fine. Right, so we're going to put that off to the side and dry this one a little bit more. Alright, perfect. And so since this one is the box frame surface and it's wood, so it's porous, so we didn't want to do our placement marker on the actual surface, so we put our little placement tape in there. So we're going to try and line it up. I did lose one of them, but that's okay. I think if I keep it straight and just line it up, it'll be fine. Alright. Make sure tight seal. And grab our little squeegee. Alright. So we're going to put our Couture teal on. Just squeegee that on in. Just want to make sure that all of the silk screen is covered. Putting this one on a little bit thicker than I usually do, just because I want to make sure that the colors that it's covering up, that it covers over them because of how bright they are. Alright. So now we're going to do our peel. Peel to reveal. There we go. Much better. There we go. And then take off our little placement marker. get my fingers in there? Perfect. Ta-da! So here comes the sun. So this is July's Club Couture transfer. And again, like I said, this is the exclusive transfer that is for Club Couture members as well as for designers. The Club Couture members get a paste for the 3 colors that is coordinating to it. So it's about this size. So for this transfer, they actually suggested and mailed out the Bumblebee, the Couture Teal, as well as the Orange Peel. And as you can see, it turned out pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I actually like this one a lot better than the chalkboard, because the chalkboard, the colors actually came up a little bit, but that's okay. I still like that it's a little more rustic. So if and all else fails, I can wipe this off. I can completely erase this. I can actually erase it right now and erase the placement dots so you can't see them anymore. Just a little bit of water and a little, you know, I don't want to say muscle because it really doesn't take that much, but see, all good. So, all right, great. So I plan on doing these at least once a month, just to open up our Club Couture transfer, just to show you guys, just to, you know, show you how exciting it is and how easy it is. I mean, that was so quick and easy, and all I needed was just something to chalk on. And trust me, once you start chalking on things, you think everything can be chalked on. So, all right, thank you for joining me. If it was live or in the replay, thanks. Until next time, bye.